Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon Ranger. So in the last part we went through we actually went through the rookie mission and also cleared it. And today we're gonna be patrolling around Ringtown to see if everything's okay. Now, as soon as we actually exit the base, did you hear that? That was a Pokemon's cry. But who is it exactly? It came from over there. And it is the very same Minun from before. Wait up! Wait, my darling Taillow! Calm down, please. Calm down! My precious Taillow! Yeah, looks like the Taillow's out again. That Minun's being chased by Taillow. Wait, that's Larry's Taillow. No, we gotta save that Minun. And we do that by getting ourselves. Yeah, we essentially have to capture the Taillow in order for the calm it down. But however, then something happens here before we actually get into the fight. Ditto, look! Look at the Minun! Yeah, Minun unleashes its discharge. The Taillow is shocked. It can't move. Ditto, there's your chance. Capture the Taillow and calm it down. Now, this is something that we are definitely gonna get more into as soon as we have that Minun registered. You did it, Ditto? Yes, indeed we did. Well, if it isn't Ditto, you captured my darling Taillow again. I owe you big thanks. Larry, can you tell me something? Why was your Taillow chasing the Minun? Yeah, why was it? Well, this is what happened. When my darling Taillow came back to me, I was beside myself. I was so happy. So I was happily petting my precious one over and over. Yeah. I think that little Minun became jealous of how my darling was getting all of my attention. So it started bugging my precious Taillow. My Taillow tried to ignore it for a while, but that Minun was so persistent. My darling finally became furious. I see. Minun, you better apologize to the Taillow properly. Yeah, Minun, you better do that. That Minun, maybe it's lonesome. That's just the feeling I get anyway. Yeah, darling Taillow, let's forgive that little Minun and go home, okay? Yeah, probably a good idea. Alright, so long you two. So, what about you, Minun? Larry already said it, but maybe this Minun is feeling lonely. Look how much is taken to you already, Ditto. It really wants to be babied. Do I want to deal with a baby? But now we essentially connected emotionally. Now we have a sense. Yeah, sometimes that can actually happen in the series. And now you see right there with the Pokeassist called a discharge. Yeah, and if you saw what exactly happened to Taillow, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get into more of that. Later on. You saw it in Fall City's harbor. It was in a fight with a Houndoom right in the town, and then it clung onto your leg. So you had to bring it to Ringtown, you know? Well, yeah, that is essentially what happened. Wow, I guess a lot happened in a short time. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, I know. Ditto, you don't have a partner Pokemon yet, do you? Yeah, not yet. I think this Minun would make a perfect partner for you, Ditto. I guarantee it. Yep. Yeah, like I said before. Yeah, the Minun and Plusle are essentially gonna be important because, yeah, the Plusle and Minun in this game are going to be your partner, a Pokemon, depending on the, depending on the player, depending on the player character that you chose. So yeah, so officially we now have a Minun as our partner, as a partner in our Pokemon. Now going into a little bit more about what I said about the discharge of Pokécyst. Well, that is actually a Pokécyst where only Plusle and Minun only have access to. So yeah, and considering that those two are only gonna be your partner, these two are gonna be your partner Pokemon. But like I said, yeah, you're definitely gonna get into more of them. You're definitely gonna get, but however, having these two, at least Plusle / Minun as your partner, is definitely worth it. Yeah, as you saw with that capture of Taillow, yeah, that move Discharge is definitely gonna come extremely handy throughout this game. Yeah, and you're definitely gonna see in very specific battles later on. Yeah. But anyways, everyone, now as I am just gonna be patrolling around Ringtown. Now there is something that I do have to mention. Now first off, for the Pokécysts in general. Now, even though there are 17 types of Pokemon out there currently, of course, before the existence of Gen 6. But however, three types are not utilized as a Pokécysts. And these types are Normal, Dragon, and Steel. Meaning that if we come across any Normal, Dragon, or Steel type groups, you're not going to be able to utilize their Pokécysts with that same type. Yeah. And then, as for the field moves, we are gonna get into more of the field moves as we progress through the game. But I may as well go over the field moves that we've already saw before. Now as you saw previously with the Mudkip. Its field move is called Soak, and what that does is that they shoot out that they shoot out water. Then as for the field move that Taillow has, it's actually called Gust, and for what that does is that they blow things away with a strong wind, and also, now as you saw previously as well, when we caught both a Zigzagoon and a Chikorita, yeah, you may have noticed, they didn't exactly have any Pokécysts. Well, that's because there are some Pokemon that actually don't have any. Yeah, meaning that we essentially cannot utilize them in battle. So if you are planning on utilizing Zigzagoon or Chikorita in battle, then you are not gonna be able to. Which Minun is that? Could it be the same Minun that tagged Lumbafus from Falls City? Why, yes it is. That's right, it is. We happened to come across it while we were on patrol. We know that this mine can be mischievous. It's got into trouble because of it. Yeah, but it doesn't seem to have forgotten how Ditto should came to its rescue. Later, I'd better explain. So, Solana, there's no need to explain. I can see it with my own eyes. Ditto chose that Minun as his partner Pokemon, right? I can see that they make a decent combination already. Yep. Now I should explain what a partner Pokemon is. Every ranger is permitted to keep a single Pokemon as their partner. The partner has to be a special one that has connected emotionally with their ranger as if they were close friends. Partner Pokemon aren't there just for their cute appeal. They're expected to help their rangers when necessary. I hope your Minun grows into such a supportive partner Pokemon. Oh, it most certainly will. I'll teach you about some special ability. You see, my puzzle is the same type as yours, so I'm familiar with it. Yeah, as I said previously. Yeah, if you want to borrow your partner Pokemon's help, it needs one thing. Your partner Pokemon needs to use partner energy. You gain partner energy by drawing loops around Pokemon during your captures. Yeah, essentially meaning that you cannot simply just abuse your partner Pokemon's abilities over and over as you really feel like it. This is a partner gauge. Every time you draw a loop around a target Pokemon, you add it to the partner energy on the partner gauge. I'll draw loops around a Pokemon. Watch how much of the partner gauge gets boosted. Yes, see there? It gets more and more until that happens. You see? The partner energy is filling up. When the gauge fills up, you're all set to go. Now, to borrow Minun's power, touch the icon at the bottom right. Yep, right. Yeah, and it is not just your partner Pokemon, but also your other Pokemon, a Pokemon that you have already caught as well. Yeah, but like I said before, if you utilize any of your Pokemon aside from your partner, then they will I'm sure run away afterwards. But anyways, now if you want to utilize your Poké Assist, now you simply just tap the Pokemon once. Then tap on the Poké Assist, the Poké Assist text. Do you understand how to use your partner Pokemon's power? Would you like me to explain it again, just to be sure? Yeah, I think we should be okay. It's very reassuring to have a partner Pokemon along to help with captures. It really helps with my confidence. Later, if there aren't any new missions, we could go out on patrol again. Let's see. No, there's nothing that really demands immediate action. Okay, Solana, you do that. You go patrol the Lima Forest on your own. Roger. And she does her lovely ranger pose again. You know, I'm burning with ambition again. I'm going to work that much harder, knowing that I have a new go-getter of a rival at our ranger base. Oh yeah, she's definitely talking about us. But anyways, and now we get the arrival of this guy. Oh, confound it all. I became disoriented in that wretched Lara forest yet again. Oh, but that's besides the point. Spencer, long time no see. I trust that you've been well? Oh, now who might this be? That unfamiliar youngster is the rookie ranger you've been telling me about? Yeah, this guy is definitely important. It's good to see you again, Mr. Professor Hastings. Nah, as you guessed, he's our new rookie help, Ditto. Ah, hello, Ditto. I'm Hastings. Glad to meet you. There's no need to be formal with me. You may just call me Professor. Professor, if you'd like. Okay. Incidentally, Professor, I wanted to speak to you about the new stylers you left with us recently. I think you call it the Super Styler. While it sure lives up to its name, it really is quite outstanding. But it also worries me too. If one were to ever fall into the hands of criminals, yeah, definitely keep that in mind for later. You worry needlessly. The Super Styler's existence is known only to the Ranger leaders of the four Ranger bases. Oops, I was rather loud, wasn't I? But no matter. That Super Styler is merely a prototype. Incidentally, Spencer, this is strictly between us. But I had a flash of inspiration. I have an idea that will power up the Super Styler. I couldn't wait to share this idea with you, so I took the long journey all the way while sitting on foot. So the brilliant idea I have, but yes, a professor. Just please hold on a second. Yeah, he wants to keep it private. Listen, Ditto, can you do me a favor? Go upstairs and check out my Pharaoh. That'd be right now. Yeah, he essentially wants to keep the details about that Super Styler a secret between Professor Hastings and the four leaders of the Ranger bases. Yeah. What about you, Murph? Pharaoh's upstairs. That'll be a trip. I'll hop in the elevator. Yeah. But we're gonna go check on that. But we're gonna check on that and do that start with the next part. And so to then, I'll see you guys next time.